big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect the demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like a art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird. Let me fly away, Nelly Furtado. Bye.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we get this season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up, and we are underway from Miami. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
44. Ready.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
They run it with Ward. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 8. Again on the ground. Again, it's Ward. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 45. That good for 19 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10.
I'm scared. 21G.
Waddle, the motion man right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now Ward. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 46 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. On the ground with Ward. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Here's Ward. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Set, ready. Check view. Set.
We'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Young. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. It's Young on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Strike! Check! Strike! Go! Check!
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Third down and 13. Out of the gun, it's Young. Going up top for Miller. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami, it's the Dolphins. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Turbo 3, kick. Yeah.
Play action, now it's Tua. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
They're right here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal. Right back to him on first down. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
From the 5, third and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for the Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Quan Martin there on the tackle.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Let's go, charge. Hut, hut.
The play fake, now Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job
to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Young. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Here's Bryce Behringer now. Taken in at the 11. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Looking to pass. Tua. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Moore. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now. From midfield, here's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. Deep to return is Scotty Miller. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's second and 3.
Strike, strike, hustle, hustle.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Let's go.
Here's third and a few inches.
Check smash. Ready?
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on third and inches.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ready, ready. 62 blaster. Hut, hut.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Green jack. Jack.
They'll try to throw now. Young. That is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. This time they stay on the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that third and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up fourth and inches. This will be a critical call.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time, The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a second down throw for Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Down. Check pink. Smash. Smash. Ready?
Running left to give to Pacheco. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
At the Dolphins' 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Second down and 4.
Ultra. Ready.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. Gets through, and now an opening. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That good for 22 and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Bryce Young keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ward. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Two yards still to go. Third down now. Now Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ward, and he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Up the middle they go. Moore. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now left side of the swing pass. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he will take it in. Dolphins touchdown. What a great play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 4.
Strike. Check. Strike. Ready?
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Patriots.
Let's go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Hey.
In motion, the tight end.
Drill three. Hut, hut.
On 1st and 10, Young. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
Second and 7.
Black. Hey, go Fury. Set.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On play action, Young. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here we go. Set.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hut.
They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
3rd and short yardage, Young. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Set. Hut.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Strike. Strike.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. This pass complete to Higgins. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ready.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Hey, green. Hut, hut.
Young off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw, Young. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Ward. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Again on the ground, again it's Ward. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now Ward, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Come on,
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A loss of 6 yards. It's second down.
Young working out of the gun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Patriots.
black shot, yellow, blue. Claws red.
Young to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Got a man complete to Miller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. From the red zone now, Young. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a